MusicStartsHere.org is the portal through which you enter Nashville. It's the place where you begin your journey, where you begin your networking and finding the people that will open all those other doors for you. It's true, I could have gone anywhere, but Nashville, being a music industry center, was immediately on the short list. Being a much more affordable city than New York City, and also just being a center for, I mean, I grew up on country music and folk music and bluegrass, and it's the center of the kind of music that moves me the most, and that's what attracted me. That I had a background in New York as a classical guitarist. That's what my formal training was. And if you're a classical musician, New York is a wonderful place to be. But outside of that, I felt that there were more opportunities open to me in other places, and also to have the means to have more freedom and to be able to live a better quality of life than I could manage in New York from what was going on. And that's absolutely been borne out by coming down here.
Can you relate to it?
When I first moved to town, it was terrifying. Everything was intimidating. Everything was, oh my God, everyone here is talented. Everyone here knows what they're doing. And what I found, though, was that, number one, it's a very friendly, it's a very receptive environment. People are very supportive. The fact that there is competition, because there's only so many songs that get cut. There are only so many gigs to get. There are only so many sideman positions open, this and that. But no one is looking to cut anybody else out. Everyone is supporting everybody else because everyone knows that the whole process is circular, and that someone who you help may help you out down the line, or it may come from somewhere else. And that was definitely an experience that's something that I learned very early on. And I think most importantly of all, I came here as someone who had been an independent artist, who had been a sideman with other musicians, who had been a teacher, who had been a songwriter, all of those things. So I first came to Nashville and people said, well, what do you want to do? And I said, all of it. And I started off trying to do all of it. And that was great for networking and just meeting people in a variety of different places. But when I really began to focus in, when I said to myself, I see a niche here, I was watching songwriters perform and saying, these songwriters need to know more. Many songwriters I see, I shouldn't say in general terms, many songwriters that I see performing need to know more about performance, because they're still putting their songs across when they're playing in writers' nights, even if they don't aspire to be artists. I see a lot of people who have probably played an instrument for 15, 20, 30 years, but haven't significantly improved in many, many years because they've stopped seeing how they might do that. I think whenever someone gets stuck in any aspect of life, it's because they stop seeing possibility. They stop seeing new places to go. And I felt that I saw a niche for myself as a teacher, and with the particular approach that I try to take, which is not, here is one little thing you're going to go home and practice, here is another little thing you're going to go home and practice, but a mindset, a way to listen to music, a way to listen to other people playing music, a way to think about your instrument that just opens up a whole musical world. And as a songwriter, I just think that's such a tremendous advantage to have more options open to you, to have more things that you can do. It keeps you viable in the industry because you can keep up with changes, you can understand what's going on in music. If you know one thing, and that one thing is in style, then you have your hot streak and that's wonderful. But if that one thing goes out of style and you haven't got something else in your bag of tricks, you need to go back to the drawing board.